A great and a beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me today. Welcome to 45th edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, looking at the technical indicators or technical outlook of the market globally and domestically, I'll tell you that we are seeing a mixed trend. In global market, we are seeing that the trend are sort of a mixed one, up and down movement. But down here, to the local market here in Nigeria, we are seeing an uptrend after the market have suffered almost a 4 straight week of decline. We are seeing that the week under were in yesterday and Friday and yesterday, we saw a kind of a spike in terms of who returning to the market. We see increased buying interest across the sectors in the market, except from the oil sector that just that was down marginally. We saw a good buy volume in some stocks, and we see that indicators, especially the money flow, it's telling us that funds are coming back to the market, equity market, and you can see that from a low of almost 20.31, we have seen that the money flow has gone as high as almost around 41.63 as at yesterday. And this morning, the market is still looking strong and healthy in up direction. That's why I say globally, what we saw kind of a oscillating trend that is familiar with a trading range over for the past 4 weeks, which I've said almost a month, 1 month now. So given a recent sharp pullback, we are seeing that the market hunters are taking advantage of that correction to buy into good companies, especially as revaluation and analyzing of the 2021 numbers full year is ongoing ahead of Q1 that is kicking off any moment from now. We see that this week is the week that we expect that Q1 any season will kick off with financials and non-financial related companies releasing their Q1 results to give us an insight what has happened in the first quarter. Knowing that in the last month of first quarter, which is March, we saw that a lot of companies in Nigeria, both private and quoted companies, increased their prices. We'll see how it's going to impact their Q2 performance. But let's see how the company has fared for the first quarter, which the result we're expecting will give us the actual position of the company. We have forecasted, but we want to see the actual numbers of this company as the numbers start hitting the market to start rolling in any moment from now. To the extent what has happened, we now see where the market is going. But as we speak now, since the market crossed below the 47,000 mark, which I told you earlier that will confirm a decline stage. But as we speak now, the market has been in that below this index, this threshold of 47,000 for almost like getting to 3 weeks. But we are seeing that the market also kind of resisting decline in the last 3 trading days. We see the sign and uptrend yesterday, a good one, market recording about 0.51%, which is good. I'll tell you this like a good gain for the recent time. For me, it points out so that market is coming out from what? From a bearish trend. And that tells you that now we're seeing a kind of a markup phase. After we have seen the decline, we have seen the accumulation stage where the market hunters were busy buying. We saw no volume operating up and down. We see volume that is high today, tomorrow, but we see that they continue to buy into those value stocks. We call them fundamental stocks. Those stocks are now we're seeing that they are bouncing back. I know as we're seeing a markup. And this markup, for me, I'm not surprised to see it because this earnings season we are already entering. And at the same time, companies that have done all those institutional investors that have done their due diligence on the numbers that were released for 2021, they are the one positioning, seeing value in this stock. Yes, know that this year, big election year, a lot of uncertainties are surrounding the economy, the political arena, but still, we know that there are some companies or some sectors that will still deliver value despite the situation. That is why you see design investor or trader will take advantage of the pullback, which they did, and consider the price is passing back. And I believe that this also going to support the market to a good level. And now that the market is making an uptrend, I'll tell you that once you're able to break out the 14,613.72, that will now confirm a new up rally for the market. And that is very, very good. That's why I said, looking at the market technically, we'll see that this mixed oscillation, but a rebound in our own local market is a good thing for the market. And don't forget that the oil price also continues to oscillate due to an international market, due to the new breakout in China as a result of the new COVID-19 and lockdown here and there also coming up over there. That are also slow down oil price. But we believe that oil price will oscillate, and before the end of the year, we believe that oil price will still touch 145, even above is very, very possible because of the distortion in what in supply. But let's know as we are seeing that peace is very returning to Ukraine, but as tell you what are happening in Ukraine so far also is sending a kind of a signal that if it's not taken when managed and going to not affect the global economy. But I believe that that is why the central banks which are of the world, which are the one that kind of manage economic activities with their policies in every 2 months, are usually kind of jacking up over their interest rate to control inflation at the same time, knowing that this commodity price is one that move the price of items up, because you know that most of the activities rely on these commodities. That is why prices are high in the market. We believe that once the right step is taken, will control might likely see a better 2022 towards the end of the year and also usher us into 2023. But I believe that investors that are invest with knowledge, with the tools and plan, do not panic, but rather don't forget anything you are doing in the market. Your surplus is key and take away emotion from every decision you are taking. Once this is done, I'm telling you, you are good to go. Especially if you know how to use your technical analysis, then you are there already. Like today now, I want to quickly look at what I call channel commodity index, which is CCI. It's part of the indicators that is commonly used by the traders, all over the world. But today, I want to explain how it works so that it can equally also guide you, in taking your investment decision. Because these indicators, with the price action and with the momentum in the market, sentiment will guide you on how to know your buy and your sell signal. I said that the CCI, which is the China Commodity Index, a move down to the CCI negative 100 or the zero line can issue a buy entry, or that buy entry to tell you what is happening as it moves from being a bearish to a bullish situation. A move towards the negative 100 is also a continuation that bearishness is still in the market, which we saw before now that we are seeing a reversal in some of this trend, as indicator is referring to us. Up through the 100 line, create a green what? A green field of what? Of bullishness. It tells you that when you see at that level, it tells you something, it gives you a signal until it drops back down through the 100 negative 100 line again. That's why I can see that it's like oscillation. It tells you, it reads the distance between the price and the average. That is what it does. A break below the line, the zero line, means it has gone from a bullish to what? A bearish, and what? And a drop below it, below the negative 100, suggests even a more bearish situation, as I've said earlier. The CCR, or the commodity channel index, which is the CCR, is a very versatile indicator that can be used to identify a new trend, or one of what? X-ray condition. Originally, it was developed to identify cyclical turns in commodity or stock or anything that you are trading that has movement that goes up and down. But the indicator can be successfully applied, to indices, ETI, and the stocks and other commodities, in general. But CCI measure the current price level relative to an average price level over a given period. That is why for me, it's a good indicator that will help you to know what is happening. And once you know what is happening in the market, or in the individual stock you are on, or the assets you are doing, that will give you insight to take. And that's why I said you must know how to work to read your indicators and also read your candlestick. Once this thing is done, you are good to go. TCR is also relatively high when prices are above the average, far above their average, but it's relatively low when prices are far below their average. As I said earlier, in this manner, TCI can be used to identify overbought and oversold level, or a break from one level to another. This is how to use this indicator, and it can use it easily to spot a buy position and also a sell position, no matter what you are doing. Once you're able to do that, you are good to go using a commodity channel index, which is the CCI. Yes, on this note, we want to look at what is also happening in the market as we speak now, before we go to straight down to the chart. We want to see the state of the market, what is happening in the market as we speak now. Once we're able to get it, that will be better, better for you. That you should know exactly what to do as at when do. And with this indicator, it will give you an insight exactly what you should do, so that at the end of the day, you are taking a right decision. Yes, before we go to the market, now I want to look at what is the indicators, what is the market situation now, what is the state of the market as we speak. I will tell you that yes, back here our market is really strong this morning. As we speak now, the state of the market is positive, and I'll tell you it's a good news for us. We can see that it shaped 3 days now. Friday, no Friday, and there's Monday today at this hour, market is strongly in green, which is good. You can see that those valuation that have been done by analysts, by PFPs, other companies, those are the ones that are taking position because they've done their analysis here, and that is why they are taking a decision at this point. You can see that those value stocks or those high cap stocks and also those medium cap stocks are still taking up an uptrend as we speak now. It tells you that the buying interest has increased in these positions, which is very, very good for the market. If you look at starting from look at what is happening in MTN. Today, like I said, that tomorrow now we'll be expecting that stock like a will mark down. That will also be an attraction for people to position for the dividend today. Then stock like Food that just announced a dividend of 3 naira 50 kobo for the financial year ended up. These are the news that are in the market as we speak. But I believe that investors are taking time to take position in those stocks that are worth are highly undervalued, and there's potential for them to go the upside, and the upsides also are high for them to earn good money. For me, the market is still very, very good as we speak now. Then looking at the state of the market, I would say the market is in the green, seriously in the green, and market has come back toward above 47,000 mark again. Who tell you that the market is already what in an uptrend, not in a decline stage? Again, market have come out of this again. We are looking at now for market to continue to an uptrend, and at the same time, this will call a markup phase now, not what a distribution phase any longer or a decline. Market is not in a markup phase, and this markup phase tells you that the smart money are gradually coming to the market, which money flow indicators have revealed to us, which when we come to the chart, we're also going to see for yourself. But as we speak now, the market is trading at 47,057.81, gaining about 189.86 points, representing 0.40%. The market has gained almost 0.4% at this hour, which is very, very good for us. Very good for us at this moment. I think for me it's a good one. And also, if you look at the market breadth, I would say market breadth is positive for having 14 gainers against the 11 losers, which is good for me. And I can see that the high cap stock, the banking stock also on the gainer side, while we're seeing more of the insurance stock and other local stock dominating the losers side. As we speak now, we have 14 gainers and 11 losers, which I said earlier. The top gainers in the green are Nimes Pharmaceutical and Maya, Nigeria Brewery, then Africa, and the Dangote Sugar. Others like that category that are down that are still on the green side are GTCO, Waco, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, and also NACO. They are still in green. Livestock, they are all in green as we speak now. But if you look at the losers chart, you can see that it's dominated by insurance, I said earlier. The first one there that is losing the highest is Royal Exchange that gained yesterday. What it gained yesterday is already losing it this morning. Royal Exchange, Regency, Insurance, and the Prestige Assurance, Name Insurance, and the Cabaton. These are the top losers at this hour. But you say, as usual in this class, I don't give you the state of the market without looking at the volume, because I tell you, volume has a strength or what called the power that moves. The price is, when the price is going up with that volume, that price will go far. But you see a price that is going up with good volume, then you have far to go. It's just like when the aircraft is trying to take off from the ground, there's a push. Volume is the push that forward for price. If there is volume, price will likely to go up. In that state, we want to look at what is the volume doing this morning. The top trade in volume are GTCO, the banking stock again, Zenith Bank, Fidelity Bank, Name Insurance, and the FBN Holding. These are the top in volume as we speak. These are the ones that are commanding the high volume in the market at this hour. But this midday already, wherever you join us, and you know that the afternoon traders are already taking position, and the more they come to the market, they're going to support this position we're seeing in the market. Pick one before we go to the chart. for today, we're likely to look at what is happening in NIMEX, topping the market at this one. But look at what is happening in MB. We just chart it and see, Netherlands Africa, and see Dangote Cement for a long time. The first time it's featuring on the what on the gainer side. Then we'll go straight and see what is happening in NEM Insurance. It's time permit us again. We can equally look at what is happening in WAPCO, a stock or UCAP. These are the ones we'll be chatting, if time permits us. But let's look at the market, the state of the market, technically looking at the daily charts and the hourly chart to see exactly what is happening. Yes, you can see from this, this chart this morning now that the market is very, very strong. Looking at the T line as usual, if you look at our T line here, you can see that the market have crossed the T line up